Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and Restless preview. Kane and Amanda trade accusations. And Carter arrests spoiler. Kane's predicted that someone was going to try and do away with him. Yet last week, it was young and restless Damien who not only was drugged, but wound up with a knife in his back. Was he the murderer's intended target? Or did Lily's would-be beau wind up the accidental victim of someone looking to do away with Kane? In this week's promo, Kane fights for his freedom as Carter takes drastic steps. But is the creepy assistant trying to protect his boss or doom him? Decide for yourself. Kane truly believed he, and not Damien, was the killer's target, but not everyone shared his theory. The train-trapped citizens of Genoa City began to wonder if Kane targeted Damien. Coming up, Carter is questioned as to whether or not Kane planned to murder Damien, and if he knew of his plan. Paraphrasing the late great Meatloaf, Carter would do anything for Kane, but he won't do that. With the killer on the loose, Audra and Lily might want to stay in safe spaces, and the scene of the murder is not one of those. Last week, Chance and Kane discovered that security footage Kane had been secretly compiling had been tampered with, and only Carter and Amanda had access to his office and the footage. So imagine Amanda's surprise when Kane makes an accusation against her, while she thinks the same of him. Finally, in order to protect his boss, Carter places Nick under house arrest, or make that train arrest. But is he protecting Kane, or clearing a path to make it easier to take him out? And of course, inquiring minds want to know, is Damien really dead? Or is this part of a bigger ruse? Read the Young and Restless spoilers to find out what Kyle confides in Nikki, and what Billy and Sally team up for. The summer heat isn't the only thing turning up in Genoa City. Tensions are flaring, secrets are unraveling, and the return of a familiar face is about to send shockwaves through the already fractured alliances in town, when Kane, Ashby, and Amanda Sinclair square off over a corporate betrayal. Accusations fly in before the dust can settle. An unexpected arrival in the form of Carter Walton from The Bold and the Beautiful delivers a legal blow no one saw coming. This is not a drill. Why and our fans? Buckle up for betrayals, confessions, courtroom drama, and an arrest that could change Genoa City forever. Chapter 1. Return of the Ashby Storm. It had been 3 years since Kane Ashby left Genoa City in a haze of scandal and heartbreak. Following his messy split with Lily and the fallout over Catherine, Chancellor's will, Kane had disappeared into the shadows of the business world, surfacing only through whispers. But no one expected the man who once dominated Chancellor Industries to walk back through its doors without warning. And yet, that's exactly what he did. Dressed in a sleek black suit, trimmed beard sharp, Kane stepped into the Chancellor boardroom, with a confidence that masked the storm brewing beneath his surface. All eyes turned to him, including Devon Hamilton, who rose slowly from his seat. Kane. Devon's voice held disbelief, but his gaze narrowed with suspicion. What the hell are you doing here? Kane's lips curved into a thin smile. Let's just say, I'm here to clean up a mess. One that Amanda Sinclair created. Chapter 2. Amanda's defense. Meanwhile, Amanda Sinclair was already having a bad day. Her inbox was flooded with rumors of a hostile takeover attempt at and while she was no stranger to power plays, what chilled her was the mention of a familiar name attached to those rumors, Kane Ashby. When she arrived at the boardroom 20 minutes later, the temperature dropped 10 degrees. Well, she said, arms crossed as she surveyed the room. If it isn't Genoa City's favorite fraud. Kane didn't flinch. Still sharp, Amanda. But this time, you're the one being played. You've been sitting on falsified documents that put Devon's control of Catherine's estate in serious jeopardy. Devon looked between them, jaw tight. Wait, what are you saying? Amanda opened her briefcase calmly, unfazed. This is a stunt. Kane's still bitter about the inheritance. But whatever he claims to have found, it's a fabrication. Funny, Kane said, stepping forward, because I'm holding the original deposition from Tucker McCall's private investigator. The same one Amanda buried 2 years ago. Gasps filled the room. Jill's assistant dropped her tablet. You're lying, Amanda said, voice shaking slightly. There is no new deposition. No, Kane replied, but there is an old one. The one you kept hidden. It proves Catherine's final amendment was forged and you knew it. Chapter 3. A visitor from LA back at society. Phyllis Summers was pouring wine for a sharply dressed stranger. He stood out, not because of his impeccable taste or perfectly tailored suit, but because of the quiet intensity in his eyes. "So, what brings a big-time LA attorney to Genoa City?" she asked casually. Carter Walton swirled the Merlot but didn't drink. "Legal business. Some paperwork from Forrester Creations, but it seems I might be staying longer." Later that night, Carter met with Victor Newman, who handed him a folder stamped confidential. "We've got a situation," Victor said. "One that could explode if it leaks. I want you to intervene quietly, if possible." Carter's brow furrowed. "Intervene how?" Victor's eyes glittered. "By doing what you do best. Delivering justice, even if that means placing someone in cuffs." Chapter 4, Hidden Truths. And public lies. Word spread quickly that Kane was petitioning to reopen Catherine's estate. Amanda filed a motion to block the move, claiming harassment and professional defamation, but as the hearing loomed, a second bombshell dropped. A new financial audit of Chancellor Winters revealed a series of missing transactions tied to a Cayman Islands shell company, one that Amanda had previously worked with as outside counsel. Suddenly, the air was thick with suspicion. Was Amanda part of a wider conspiracy? And if so, who was she protecting? Lily confronted her in her office. "Tell me this isn't true," Lily whispered, anger and disbelief warring in her eyes. "You're my friend, Amanda. You've helped. This company helped me." Amanda looked away. "I've always had your back, Lily, but not everyone in your circle is who they claim to be." Lily froze. "You're talking about Devon?" Amanda nodded slowly. "And Kane. They're playing a dangerous game, and I won't go down with them." Chapter 5. Trial by Fire. The courtroom was packed. Every major power player in Genoa City had come to watch the showdown. On one side, Amanda Sinclair, dressed in blue, stoic as ever. On the other, Kane Ashby, documents in hand. Fire in his voice. "I am not here to take what isn't mine," Kane said during his opening statement. "But I won't sit back and let the truth be buried. Catherine trusted us to honor her legacy. This is about restoring that trust." Amanda's rebuttal was surgical. "This is a revenge play, pure and simple. Kane lost his standing, lost his marriage, and now he wants to rewrite history by dragging us all through the mud. But the law isn't based on bitterness, it's based on facts. And the fact is, my record is clean." But then Carter Walton walked in. He approached the bench quietly and handed the judge a sealed document. Whispers rippled through the gallery. The judge read the contents, then looked up. "I have here sworn testimony from a key witness who alleges criminal obstruction and concealment of estate documents. Based on this, I am ordering an immediate recess and authorizing an arrest." Everyone turned toward Kane. But Carter stepped toward the table and placed the cuffs on Amanda. Chapter 6. Arrested Development. Amanda's eyes blazed. "This is outrageous." Carter's voice was calm but firm. "Amanda Sinclair, you're under arrest for obstruction of justice and suppression of evidence pertaining to the Chancellor estate. You have the right to remain silent. Devon stood up, shouting, "This is insane. Amanda would never tell that to the paper trail," Kane said bitterly. "The one Carter's team uncovered. She was paid to keep that deposition buried. And now, it's coming to light." Phyllis, watching from the back, whispered to Jack, "You know this town's gone mad when the lawyers are the ones getting arrested." Amanda was let out in handcuffs, her heels clicking against the polished floor like a metronome of downfall. Outside the courthouse, reporters swarmed. Lily pushed through them, eyes locked on Carter. "Why now?" she demanded. "Why come here?" Carter hesitated. "Let's just say, someone made me an offer I couldn't refuse. And it's not just Amanda you should be worried about." Chapter 7. The Newman Connection. Back at the Newman Ranch, Victor was on the phone. "Yes," he said. "It's done. Amanda's been arrested." On the other end, Tucker McCall smirked. "Excellent. With her out of the picture, we can proceed. The Chancellor's seat will fall into our hands by the end of the month." Victor poured himself a drink. "Just remember, Tucker, if you cross me, you'll end up like her." But unbeknownst to both men, Nate Hastings had overheard the entire call. Later that night, Nate met with Devon. "I need to tell you something, and you're not going to like it." Chapter 8. Redemption or Revenge. Locked in a holding cell, Amanda's resolve began to crack. She was no stranger to betrayal, but this felt personal. The look in Devon's eyes before she was taken away, the silence from Lily, the smug satisfaction on Kane's face. But Carter returned to speak with her. "I don't think you're the villain here, Amanda," he said gently. "But someone set this up beautifully and You walked right into it, then help me prove it.